Okay, this is the only clue that gave me for this new extension line of the ramp going to Édouard-Montpetit. Other than that, I didn't see any signs really indicating that here. I don't want to start off on a sour note, but I don't like to start off on a sour note. I've done enough videos in my life, in my video career, not starting on a positive note, because this is extremely very positive, and you know, there's already tons of people there flocked to the front. But we're gonna go up there, and there's an advantage to being tall sometimes. Gonna come up here and nerd it up. You weren't filming, were you?
Deux montagnes.
Yeah, here we go.
Prochaine station, McGill.
And
correspondance avec la ligne 1 verte.
Again, being visually impaired, it doesn't help. I actually couldn't right away because he's visually impaired. My great friend Grant, and asked him about it.
Station McGill. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Wow, that's like took a minute. You see, I think we need this at this point in this city, because there's been so much negativity with all the construction everywhere and money pissed away on bike paths, all kinds of bullshit. Montreal Canadians are still overpaid losers as usual. It's important to have something like this, especially at the cost is phenomenal. So it's a big deal to be here, especially a skeptic like me who's stuck in the past. Hey dude, you can keep filming, man. I'll be quiet.
I'm not filming.
I don't have to talk all the time.
Prochaine station, Édouard-Montpetit. Correspondance avec la ligne 5 bleue.
November 17th, and a lot of people Googling it about us. I'm not using the right term, whatever. There it is, next stop, Édouard-Montpetit. Now this station is a really, really big deal because they had to really dig deep to connect this tunnel. And Édouard-Montpetit is almost at the top of Queen Mary and Coudonage Boulevard practically, so. Is that a clear to stop signal or just the lighting?
That's the electrical power indicator, so it's yellow to mean power is on, green power is off.
Ah, merci. Vous êtes ingénieur?
No.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Oh, we're all nerding it up then, eh? This is a big deal, man. Any of you guys, you know me, I'm not a fan of big crowds. That's why I didn't come on the weekends. It's a far cry from taking the MR90 trains in these tunnels beforehand, which was quick though.
Direction A4. 2 montagnes. Prochaine station, Canora.
I have to say, so far it's just very, 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 very impressive. You know, it's funny because before the tracks going either north or south were divided actually by a wall. And I mean, again, originally these tracks, not these, but the ones that were here before and next to them, well,
Station, Canora.
they dated back from such a long time ago that there was a fire caused, I think, by one of the steam locomotives.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté
The
droit.
trouble with steam power compared to this, it's not even comparable. It's like, you know, you're stuffing coal into the fireplace of a steam locomotive to make it go. And this doesn't even compare. I'm not an EV person for cars or whatever, but I mean, there's nothing new about electric car for trains. Even back in the day, a lot of freight trains were powered by electricity. So, well, what's wrong with that? This is where it gets a little more interesting because pretty much the same schematics.
Direction A4. 2 montagnes. Prochaine station, Ville de Mont-Royal.
Luckily, in this day and age, they didn't change the names of the stations. Not really.
Il y en a un qui s'en venait, je l'ai pris en photo.
I wish the sun had come out more, but
Ville de Mont-Royal.
Ils sont quand même chez 2 stations.
Coded, yes. Okay, that's a new one. Though. That's a new one. That name right there.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
I think Coded, yes, was actually before Serviceau.
2 montagnes.
Leaving where
Prochaine
the
station, Côte de Liesse.
where the affluent society lives here, where I would never fit in. But the biggest deal about these trains, about all this, is for the people who take them regularly to go to school, to go to work and back. This is a really big deal. I know my brother's wife, they live in Laval, Saint Dorothée, and she missed this line so much. You imagine living in Saint Dorothée, she got the station probably like 5-10 minutes away. And now we're near the Stinson garage, actually, is right over here somewhere. We're not going to see it. No, I guess not. Yeah, there used to be a CN Diamond down here.
Station, Côte de Liesse.
Yeah, they call it Côte de Liesse. That's interesting. Oh man,
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
it's hot in the front of that train. There are all them people staying there and everybody breathing in and out. And, you know. Yeah. Yeah, typical 4-car train, I think. Yeah, the only thing that didn't impress me, like I said, was that signage when I got there. I didn't find that impressive. interested at all. Very small print. No consideration for people visually impaired like me.
Direction A4.
Aren't we supposed to be a society that, you know, has more understanding and more help to people with
Prochaine
handicaps?
station, Montpellier.
Anyway, whatever. But other than that, it's great. I just wish that the friggin' clouds would go away a bit. I mean, I was downtown walking on Saint Laurent, Chinatown. The sun came out for quite a few minutes. It was beautiful. Now it's just being... There it is. There's the Stinson garage. Oh, there's a lot of scrap at that garage. Yeah, and the Saint Laurent sub, Saint Laurent sub is right here, which you can't see. You're going under. There used to literally be a diamond go right over these tracks. Well, not these tracks. The ones that were
Station
replaced.
Montpellier.
Montpelier, like Montpelier, Vermont. Oh yeah, look at that, right over Boulevard de Couverture. Come on.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Man, the freaking windows are already very dirty, eh? Dirty bird. Oh, there is a Zureso still. Sorry, my bad. And I'm going to Roxboro.
A4. Deux montagnes. Prochaine station, du Ruisseau.
It's a beautiful day. It's just mind-boggling. And there's a lot of wind too. It's cozy in here. Wow, this is a far cry from the original trains, the MU electrics from 1952. Everything's friggin' all the sounds of metal friction, and the windows you'd open, you know, like they were squares. And anyway, it's a whole different time. Speaking of which, yeah, that building I think we just passed, that was a Bell Canada garage. My dad's truck would be parked there. I remember I went there one time. It was such a long time ago that there were a couple of those Dodge vans, those big tradesmen. They were still dark green in the old colors. They were like late 70s trucks. So that was like probably like 40 years ago.
Station du Ruisseau.
Yeah, it's funny, I still don't know what the frequency of these trains are. I think it's every 6 minutes or something like that, eh? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the real test for all these trains is when it's going to get really cold. Like,
Direction A4.
yeah, like right now it's like what, -1?
Deux montagnes.
Let's say like -10 or more, or
Prochaine
-15
station, Poitras.
coming in next month, January. That's Boulevard Henri Bourassa. Oh, I forgot to show. Shit. Oh, I forgot to show it. My grandfather's old house is back there. I totally distracted myself. Yeah, I used to live on De La Paix. They bought that house in '56. All my father and my aunt and uncle, everybody grew up there. Shit. Oh yeah, look, we're really booting it now all of a sudden, eh? There, see, the sun wants to come out. Okay, I think we just went over O'Brien Street. Now we're approaching Grenet and Laurentian Marcel Lorrain in beautiful Ville Saint Laurent. I don't know why anyway. Yeah, very impressive. But, kind of wishing I could sit down actually right now. Not dead tired, but oh, I just saw a Laval bus there. Wow, there's actually a bus terminal there. I didn't even know that. Yeah. All right.
Station Bois-Francs.
Oh, look at that. Why is there such a division between tracks here? What's that all about, eh? What's that all about? Oh, interesting.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Interesting. could feel that cold air come right in when those doors open. Boy, it's a good thing I checked the camera, because the freaking thing was slipped onto 4K setting. You can't have 4K, man. You know, that's not the point of this.
Deux montagnes.
Like I said, they could have just said
Prochaine
their
station,
montagne.
Pierrefonds, Roxboro.
It's funny how they changed that, because it used to be called Roxboro-Pierrefonds. Now it's the other way around. So Roxboro doesn't have as much significance as it used to, which it should in my book, because I freaking lived there as a kid. As a matter of fact, Roxboro existed before Pierrefonds. But anyway, that's the way she goes. Let's see if there's anything interesting back here. Any interesting oldies.
Attention, dernière station avant d'atteindre la zone tarifaire B. Vous devez détenir un titre de transport valide dans cette zone pour continuer.
But you know, I have to say, I was thinking about it the other day, what's really a shame about... Are we already here? What street is that? I don't even remember what that is. That's not Roxboro. Yeah, it's funny is that the trains that were replaced, the MR90s, which were actually replaced the oldest stock
Pierrefonds, Roxboro.
that came out in 1995, those were very smooth trains, and it's a lot of people like me who are train fans thought it was a shame that they only lasted freaking 25 years.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
And for trains, that's not very long, you know. Well, wasn't that enjoyable, boys and girls, eh? Definitely was not like the inaugural ride on the going to the South Shore, and it was summertime and it was blue skies and bright sun, but no, it's actually almost the complete opposite. I think the complete opposite is that it would have been snowing or freezing rain like yesterday, and it would have been like sub-zero freaking temperatures. I mean really sub-zero, like minus 15 or something. Like I said, that'll be the ultimate test for these trains. So again, the only REM, if you people at the REM are watching this, the only complaint I have, once again, is that at Bonaventure Station, at Central Station, all I saw was these markings here, which is not a very clear map at all. All those stations, everything should be made much bigger than that. It's pretty ridiculous, and there's no indication basically which way you're going. So even from the center of the platform, I didn't see any of the like Saint Dorothée or whatever direction, Panama or something. So well, there you go, my old stomping grounds of Roxboro. And there's Queen Boulevard right there.